Happy Wednesday. We are working our way through James, one of the very first letters written in the New Testament, penned almost certainly by Jesus' half-brother, the no-nonsense Bishop of Jerusalem, who is one of the church's earliest martyrs. We've looked at this letter, noted that it's written to people who are facing some pretty steep challenges, noted that this letter is sort of unblinkingly practical, and because of that, I've suggested that James is the kind of person who puts a lot more credence in actions than in words, in what we actually do, not in what we say we're going to do, in what we actually believe, not what we say we believe. So this letter is not without controversy. Martin Luther wanted it removed from the New Testament canon, and we were sort of arriving at the part that Luther didn't like. So you have to understand that, that there seems to be some conflict between what James writes and what Paul writes. So I'm going to read a section here, James chapter 2, beginning with verse 14. What good is it, my brothers and sisters, if someone says he has faith but does not have works? Can that faith save him? If a brother or sister is poorly clothed and lacking in daily food, and one of you says to them, "Go in peace and be warmed and filled," without giving them the things needed for the body, what good is that? So also faith by itself, it does not have works. If it does not have works, is dead. So, the controversy around the book of James stems over the fact that James seems to be suggesting that if your faith does not have works, it's worthless. That you're not saved. You are not a Christ follower without works. But if you read Paul, what you hear is seeming the opposite. Ephesians 2, we are saved by grace through faith, not of ourselves, not as a gift, not as a result of our works. We can't boast because our works don't matter. In Romans chapter 3, Paul writes, "For we maintain that a person is justified," so made right with God, saved, born again, "by faith apart from works." So in Galatians 2:16, he says, "A man is not justified by works of the law, but through faith in Jesus Christ." So you can see where the confusion arises here. On the one hand, you have James, half-brother of Jesus, Bishop of Jerusalem, saying that you need works. And on the other hand, you have Paul, arguably the most influential apostle, author of many of the books of the New Testament, being very down on works. How do these things go together? They seem to be at odds. I want to say to you, they're not, and we'll pick this up over the rest of the week. Have a good day.